Ettorino. How are you feeling? Good, good. May I say you're looking very sharp? Are you ready? Could I now ask that you all be upstanding to welcome the bride? For most people, if you were asked to decide what really matters in life, the answer is a human relationship, whether it be to a partner, family, or friends. The relationship between a caring mother and a loving daughter is incredibly special. Good mothers stand by their daughters through the important milestones in life, with today being one of the biggest and the most important. So today, the role of Jane, Tiffany's mother, is not only to perform the symbolic gesture of walking her daughter down the aisle, but to offer her blessing for this union. So I now ask, Jane, do you offer Tiffany to be married with your blessing?
I do.
You didn't think for too long, that's very good. You may now take your seat. Thank you very much, Jane. So once again, a very warm welcome, not just from me, but from Ettorino and Tiffany, the reason we are all gathered here today. Today is a ceremony for Ettorino and Tiffany to say their marriage vows to each other before their family and their friends, for them to publicly proclaim their love, to shout it out, and to tell the world that they are 100% committed to each other and that their hearts are as one. As you are here today, this means you have been invited to bear witness to this marriage, and you are an important part in the lives of Ettorino and Tiffany. They have invited the people who are a valued part in their togetherness and with whom they wish to share their celebration. They have chosen this beautiful venue here in Ibiza as the island has always represented celebration. Ibiza is synonymous with fun and fiesta, love and laughter, but also famed for its spectacular beauty, its stunning views and serene sunsets. The spirit of Ibiza captures all who visit and leaves a lasting impression. You become enchanted by its magic. This has been the same for many lifetimes. History suggests that the island's first settlers arrived in 800 BC. The name given to the island was derived from the Phoenician word Ibishim in honour of the god Bez, a god of dancing and music. I'm sure you all enjoy a party, so we are definitely in the right place. And if you have not yet tried yerbas, a traditional Ibizan drink, maybe today is the day. For Ettorino and Tiffany, the island holds many special memories. Although Ettorino had been to Ibiza on a few occasions with friends, Ibiza was the destination for their first holiday together. They shared a fantastic night at Ushuaia, soaking in the party atmosphere and enjoying the music in this amazing super club. A memorable first experience for Tiffany. They have been back to the island on many occasions since, and they try to visit every year. But along with Ibiza, marriage is also a truly ancient institution that predates recorded history. But early marriages were a strategic alliance between families. Their motivations were land, politics, bloodlines, social standing and wealth. But today, It's about two people who have found the person they are choosing to commit to and spend the rest of their lives with. The first ever wedding rings were given by the ancient Egyptians. Relics dating back 6,000 years are testament to this tradition. As time moved on, so did the tradition of giving a wedding ring to show to one and to all that you have entered a marriage. We now think of diamonds and jewels as a symbol of our commitment, although the first documented diamond betrothal ring was in 1475 at a wedding in Italy. The couple's poem read, "Two wills, two hearts, two passions are bonded in one marriage by a diamond." Our modern vision of marriage is often a moonstruck couple gazing starry-eyed at each other, but we do have to consider what marriage really means. Although this can be different for everyone, the core values do remain the same. We are making a lifelong commitment to each other, which in reality is a journey filled with emotional highs and hopefully not too many lows. But having a life partner, someone to share your experience with, is why we have the desire to make our pledge to one another. To have a partner in life who gives you unconditional love is a true blessing, a gift to always be cherished and displayed by showing respect and consideration in your togetherness. Ettorino and Tiffany are here today to commit to each other with an exchanging of rings by the ritual of marriage. But we are going to start by hearing Ettorino and Tiffany's story. The story from when they first met, through their journey that has brought us all together to this momentous day. Their story begins in September of 2016. At that time, Ettorino was working hard in his family-run Italian restaurant, enjoying his free time socialising with friends, and Tiffany was a student studying tourism and management at Chester University, both free and single with a lust for life. Early one evening, with an unexpected twist of fate, and through the wonders of modern technology, more commonly known as Tinder, Ettorino and Tiffany supermatched. So, with no hesitation, they arranged to meet and straight away embarked upon their first date. This fun-filled evening started with a quick 18 holes of crazy golf, the perfect getting to know you icebreaker. But a full 18 holes can be hard going and you really build up an appetite. So next stop, Nando's for a romantic meal for two. Then time for a sweetener at Hanky Panky's. Now I had not heard of this place before, so I had to Google it. And I'm very pleased and relieved to tell you this is a pancake restaurant. And no first date would be complete without a few drinks at Bar Lounge. Despite the pouring rain and both getting absolutely soaked, they both had a fantastic night together and really made their connection. They parted ways feeling that this could be the beginning of something special. Tiffany told me that when she got home, she said to her mum Jane, "I've had a fantastic night with a guy I've met called Ettorino. I think he's the one." She said to Jane that she just knew it. Of course, Jane responded in the way any good mum would by saying, "That sounds amazing, but don't be too hasty. Just wait and see what happens." But this was the beginning of their blossoming relationship. They started to see each other more and more and began to spend most of their time together. Tiffany has told me that each time she stayed over at Ettorino's flat, she kept leaving a few more things there, so bit by bit, slowly moved in. And in 6 months later, she had completely moved in. Their running joke is that Tiffany was the one-night stand that didn't leave. Their joke. But it was apparent and obvious to them both that they were completely in love. So let us take a moment to think about love. So love is not just something that you feel, but something that you actively take part in. Love is displayed in many ways. Love can be displayed through our physical actions, but the feeling of love comes from the heart and from the brain. When we fall in love, dopamine creates feelings of euphoria, while adrenaline is responsible for the pitter-patter of the heart. But how can we explain the feeling of love? Is it an intense feeling of deep attraction? A profoundly tender, passionate and affection for another person? A feeling of warm personal attachment or deep passion and desire? Or is it when you simply just cannot stop thinking about someone? Or is it different for everybody? I quote F. Scott Fitzgerald, "There are all kinds of love in this world, but never the same love twice." So what does true love mean? We can talk about anything. When you have found your true love, it means you can candidly and honestly discuss anything with this person. True love implies you are completely truthful with your partner. You are completely at ease in each other's company, and you can happily share comfortable silence. You share a vision of your future, your hopes and your dreams are aligned, you feel a fire in your heart, and you know you have found your soulmate. True love means accepting somebody's faults and insecurities and loving them anyway, and having the courage to grow together. You simply feel connected. I believe this is true for Ettorino and for Tiffany. To quote Dalai Lama, love is the absence of judgment. So after being together for 3 years, Ettorino and Tiffany had decided to get away for a holiday and give themselves a well-earned break. They went to Ibiza's neighbouring island Mallorca and stayed in Palma. Their relationship was going well, and romance was in the air. So Tiffany had a feeling that Ettorino may have had something special planned for her. Maybe the time had come for the proposal. But not on that holiday. It wasn't to be. Nor was it on the next holiday to Dubai. Tiffany had settled in her mind to be thinking that it wasn't going to happen. As 2020 was drawing to a close, the life-changing news Ettorino and Tiffany were to become parents arrived. A momentous occasion that they will always remember forever, a time filled with a mix of emotions and excitement for the future. So now, over 4 years into the relationship, in December of 2020, Ettorino had planned a romantic and fun-filled trip to London. Although his plans were slightly scuppered, as this fell upon the unforeseen time of lockdown. But after a little research, they found that York was the only place that hadn't followed the rest of the country by imposing a lockdown. So York became the destination for their romantic weekend. Little did Tiffany know, this was all part of Ettorino's master plan to ask Tiffany for her hand in marriage. So before their romantic night out, while Tiffany was finishing getting herself ready in the hotel bathroom, Ettorino set up his phone, carefully positioning it to video the big moment when Tiffany came out. Poised, on one knee, he waited. And he waited. And he waited. 5 minutes passed. His nerves growing with every passing minute. And he waited. And he waited some more. 10 minutes later, Tiffany finally appeared. Ettorino then said those magic words, "Will you marry me?" In utter shock, Tiffany couldn't quite believe it and take it all in. She turned, hot-footed it back into the bathroom while squealing yes. Ettorino had made his proposal even more special by having the engagement ring designed in Israel based on a Tiffany setting ring. I said earlier, Ettorino had the whole 10 minutes on video, but Tiffany will only show people with the sound on mute because as she describes her ugly cry saying yes. Ettorino and Tiffany have told me that the love they felt at the beginning of their relationship is still as strong today. They are forever in their honeymoon period and they've both found their soulmates. Ettorino has asked me to include in the ceremony 2 text messages that he sent to Tiffany and she has kept on her phone since they met. So I'm going to read those to you.
I think that's what you wanted my phone for.
You've sussed it out now. I'm glad I make you happy. That's all I ever want is for you to be happy. After everything you've been through, you deserve someone to look after you. I hope I can be that person. And the next message, I'm so proud of you. I know I haven't been with you through the worst part, but I'm still proud of you and amazed at just how you get on with your life. That's so sweet you've kept those. Ettorino and Tiffany share many interests. They both love their holidays and have had some amazing times. As I mentioned earlier, they love Ibiza and have visited on a few occasions. Dancing the night away at Ushuaia, completely sober. Dubai is another favourite place of theirs to visit. They could even see themselves living there one day. Ettorino even turned Tiffany into a Liverpool FC fan. From her never having watched a match before, now they hardly ever miss a game. But most obviously, their cherished shared interest is their beautiful daughter, Nella Sophia. She is their miracle blessing and they love her unconditionally. I would like to say a happy 3rd birthday to Nella for tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Ettorino and Tiffany would like to give thanks to all of you for making the journey to Ibiza to be here with them on their wedding day. They would like to give special thanks to Olivia, Jodie, Becky and Sophia for their roles as bridesmaids today. It means a lot that you are here for Tiffany. And Nella and Olivia, you have done a fantastic job as flower girls today. Also Mario for being the best man. Although we've not got to the ring ceremony yet, so we can't say that until we've actually delivered the rings. So I'd now like to read a poem. So the poem is called The Art of Marriage by Wilfred A. Peterson. A good marriage must be created. In the art of marriage, the big things are the little things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say I love you at least once each day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is having the capacity to forgive and to forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which you can grow. It is finding room for things of the spirit. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is not only marrying the right partner, it's being the right partner. So, we have now reached the part of the ceremony known as the asking. This is for Ettorino and Tiffany to make their pledge to one another. So marriage, as most of us understand it, is a voluntary and full commitment to each other. It is made in the deepest sense of the exclusion of all others and is entered into with the desire, the hope and the firm intent that it will last forever. Ettorino and Tiffany, drawing in the trust which you have placed in me today, I will ask you to speak the truth from your hearts with your commitment to your marriage and to each other. So Ettorino, you have chosen to take Tiffany as your wife. Do you promise to share your life with her as an equal partner? And do you promise to respect and care for her in both times of sickness and in health, and be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And do you promise to always be honest and open with Tiffany, sharing your joys and successes with her, and be there to comfort and support her during any difficult times on your journey through life together?
I do.
And Tiffany, you have chosen Ettorino as your husband. So do you promise to share your life with him as an equal partner? And do you promise to respect and care for him in times of both sickness and in health, and be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And do you promise to always be honest and open with Ettorino, sharing your joys and successes with him, and be there to comfort and support him during any difficult times on your journey of life together?
I do.
So it's now time for your wedding vows. So Ettorino, if you would like to go first. So if you'd like to please repeat after me. At your request, we'll do a few words at a time. I, Ettorino, take you, Tiffany,
I, Ettorino, take you, Tiffany,
for my wife,
for my wife,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold for this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and health,
in sickness and health,
until death do us part.
until death do us part.
And now your turn, Tiffany, so please repeat after me. I, Tiffany, take you, Ettorino,
I, Tiffany, take you, Ettorino,
for my husband,
for my husband,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and health,
in sickness and in health,
until death do us part.
until death do us part.
Fantastic. So I'm now going to invite you to reaffirm those vows you have made by the giving and receiving of rings. Wedding rings have been exchanged for thousands of years and are an outwardly visible of the sign of the vows you have made to each other. Can I now invite Mario, the ring bearer? It's your big moment. Okay, if you could give Ettorino Tiffany's ring first. So if you'd like to stand and face each other. So Ettorino, please place the ring on Tiffany's finger and repeat after me. Yep, that's the one. Tiffany, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and devotion to you. Sorry.
Just forgot it.
Sorry, say again. I was looking at it, I'll make sure it was on.
Yeah, that's good. Don't lose the ring. Would you like to read it? There you go. So, Tiffany, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and devotion to you.
Tiffany, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and devotion to you.
Go on, carry on, yeah.
I commit my heart and soul to you. And now, Tiffany, please place this ring. Oh, that's up.
Yeah, that's fine. Well done. Okay, and now Tiffany, please place the ring on Ettorino's finger and repeat after me. Okay, so Ettorino, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and devotion to you.
Ettorino, I give you this ring as a symbol of devotion and love to you.
I commit my heart and soul to you.
I commit my heart and soul to you.
Remember the journey that has brought you to this point and this amazing day. As the arrow of time points forward, may your future be filled with iridescent glory and the illumination of your love. So, let the celebrations begin, as I now take the greatest of pleasure in pronouncing you husband and wife. I now give you Mr. and Mrs. Shirella.